Hell's gate. Death. See, what happens is, God, I'm ahead of myself a bit. Satan, he does not control hell. But we are told that he had the power of death, which Christ took away from him. We look at that next week. But he continues through assigned spirits. Yes? So you hear gates, the word G-A-T-E-S. It is not the gate of hell, but the gates of hell. The gates of hell, which means that they're different. Listen, murder is a gate. Because what hell, gate here means, to hell means death, okay? So a way of dying is by gunshot. Murder. Yeah? So, you have suicide is another gate. I'm going to show you some of them that you probably don't even think of. It's how Satan works. So you have, I read an article I told you, where this pastor locked himself in his garage. He couldn't deal with the pressure. Whatever went wrong with him and the church, whatever it was, he locked himself in his garage, put whatever from the exhaust into his window, and stayed there and just fell asleep and then wake up again. He killed himself in his garage. So when his wife come, she realized that there's a lot of noise. The car is on, running for so long, and where is he? And he's in this car dead. All that, what you call it, from the exhaust, poisoned him. Carbon monoxide, yes. Poisoned him, killed him, and he was dead. A pastor, no? A pastor. A man of God with a church and a family. Another one they found in his bedroom hanging from the roof. Kicked the chair down and hung himself. I think sometimes people fail to understand that pastors are human beings. They have emotions and they can understand, they feel like anybody else. For some reason, but you know what happened? I blame the pastors them because they rate themselves as being supernatural. Yeah. They're superhuman. Nothing bothers them, nothing. They can't feel nothing, they have no desire, they have no lie. They don't hungry, they could fast for 40 when it's 40 and 40, they're hungry. Yeah, you go ahead. Me fast and 40 and 40 every year. I fast for 7 days. And I can drink between. No, you think it's a joke? We got to stop playing Sesame Street and playing games with our lives because it doesn't impress God. You're trying to impress people. What are you doing fasting 40 days and 40 nights? What are you trying to do? What is it about? Where we get those things from? It makes you more spiritual? Well, you go ahead. Huh? We give people the notion that we are superhuman. We, apostles, prophets, pastors, we are superhuman. And then when the true where the metal meets the road, we shame so till we can't face it. What's the best thing to do? Pow! Shot yourself, kill yourself, poison yourself. It's a gate. It's a gate. Death. Another form of entering into the realm of the dead. So you have poison, you have suicide, let's call it suicide, whatever form. Yeah? So many other areas, but we're going to look at some saints of God that the enemy uses, and they are so subtle that we miss them. And they're all geared, all set up to bring destruction to the church. Hell's gate. When Jesus said the gates of hell shall not prevail, the notion was that there would be an attempt on the church to destroy it. Yeah? Death would be that which will rage against the church consistently with the effort to destroy it. Satan will not stop in his attempt to destroy the church. He would not stop until he's cast into the bottomless pit. He would not stop. And says the God, we need to understand this. And we got to make it so that we are not being used of Satan, knowingly or otherwise. We will not be used of Satan to bring destruction to the body of Christ, the church. And if for some reason we find ourselves drifting where we're giving that kind of power to the devil, power to death, we back up and say, Father, goodness, help me here. I don't want to be a part of this. No. You don't want to be a part of bringing, in any form or fashion, allowing yourself to be used to bring destruction to the church. And the unfortunate reality is it's happening among us a whole lot. A whole lot. Today it is very, very difficult to identify true children of God. I can identify a lot of Christians. The church is filled with Christians, but not filled with a lot of children of God. And I want to make a distinction because there's a distinction between the two. The expression Christian is supposed to mean Christ-like. It's supposed to mean Christ-like. It's supposed to mean being like Christ. So I want to be careful with it because the reality is a lot of what we see is nothing Christ-like. But we are called Christian because it is what the world sees or what we project before the world as being Christ-like. And see what I mean? This is what Christianity is. Christianity, and that's why I don't have nothing to do with Christianity. And I know, listen, y'all don't store me mind. I still know the truth. I have nothing to do with Christianity in the sense of its practice or custom today. I'm not a Christian. I'm a child of God. Oh, people, they're killing in the name of Christian. Killing, murdering in the name of Christian. I ain't no Christian. I'm a child of God. There's a big difference. See? A Christian is a person. First of all, Christianity is a religion. Christ didn't leave it here. Christ did not leave any religion called Christianity here. None. That came from down there. I'm glad I can see your point here. It has nothing to do with Jesus. He did not leave Christianity. Okay? So I do not fall into that category. Christianity is an organization, a religious group of people that go to church and learn certain religious form practices and customs. Yeah? That's Christianity. Child of God is different in that it's a people who are born of the Spirit of God and depend on God, yes, wholeheartedly depend on God to make them what He wants them to be.